Hello all, it's your girl Tiffany, Metamorphosis Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. Well, today actually. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading, but very specific, okay? So it may resonate with you and it may not, okay? If it do resonate with you, please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not, okay? And without any further ado, guys, we're going to get into this reading. Also, remember that this reading will refer to the past, the present, and or the future, or all three, okay? So guys, before I get into this reading, I'm gonna tell you a bit of a story, okay? This is a true story, okay? Also, I would like to mention that certain persons may be triggered by this reading, okay? It is not my intention to trigger you in any way. However, if you are sensitive to certain topics, then you may not want to listen to this reading. Okay, guys. So I want to start off with this story, okay? This is a story about yourself, okay? A part of yourself that you never quite knew, or more so rather you can't quite remember, but that's for specific reasons as to why you cannot. So I will start off by saying that what I'm going to tell you in this true story is going to be matter of fact and very shocking. I would like to start off by telling you that the name that is on your birth certificate that you were taught, that you believe to be your name, is not your real name. Neither your first name nor your real name is your real name. You see, the story is about you being sold as a child. Something very tragic and horrific happened to you in your life that you may or may not remember bits and pieces of. Not only were you sold, but you were also trafficked. Very awful things happened to you. But at some point, there was a fraudulent adoption that occurred. I'm speaking to someone who is currently in the United States of America. You have always believed yourself to be an American, but you were not born in the United States of America. You were in fact born in the United Kingdom. Your known parents to you are not your real parents. You may have had inklings and feelings of this as a child, as you were perhaps treated like the black sheep. You were treated like an orphan, which you are indeed. You were treated like you didn't belong. There was a sense of feeling that something must be wrong. You were left out, you were neglected, you were betrayed, you were mistreated. And they even had the audacity to ridicule you, judge you, put you down, make you to believe that you were crazy when you were not, treat you as less than as well. I will say this: your real mother is still alive and currently still resides within the United Kingdom. However, your real father is no longer alive. Also, because of trauma that you endured in your childhood, you received what is, I can explain as a reconstruction surgery that was done on you as a child. This reconstruction surgery was done on you because of the great forceful trauma you endured as a child. There was also something that was specifically special about you when you were born. You see, you were born magnificently created. You were born a hermaphrodite. Yes, you were born with both male and female genitalia. At some point during your childhood, during this reconstruction surgery that you endured because of forceful trauma, there was also a reassignment surgery that was done in the same process, if I'm explaining that correctly. I do feel that even though you were born a hermaphrodite, you must have had enough female genitalia parts to still have lady traits. You probably still experience having monthly cycles. You have probably given birth. However, that birth was probably impossible for you to have natural. You probably had to have a cesarean. I would also say this: throughout your life, when you have seen your gynecologist and you have gotten pap smears, something was always strange when you got your pap smears. Just like every other woman, you get up on the patient's table, you lay back, you put your feet in the stirrups, you open wide, and the doctor comes in and uses its utensils to open you up and look inside. But there was always this strange look on the doctor's face. You didn't really think anything of it at the time. You see, a regular woman, when she has her pap smear, it is scientifically proven, for any of you who have ever had a health course or class during school, that a woman's internal organs are all lined up, one right after the other. So when a woman lies back and opens her legs to her doctor to get her annual pap smear, you are supposed to be able to see everything one right after the other. The ovaries, okay? As well as the uterus and various different things. But as I said, something was always strange about your pap smears. the doctor couldn't let on and couldn't tell you the truth. But the doctor had this look. You could see it in their eyes. When they looked inside, it was a look of shock. They always went in and they had to go over to the side. When they looked in, they should have seen everything lined up, one right after the other, but there was nothing there. They had to go over to the side of you on the inside to see your lady parts, or the parts that you have inside. This would explain the reconstruction surgery. This would also explain the reassignment surgery. Your doctor may have said something like, "Oh, or that's strange," while doing your pap smear, but they never explained. They just went ahead and took their little long Q-tip looking thing and swiped and proceeded with the rest of the procedure. You always found this to be funny, but you didn't quite understand why. So, if that wasn't shocking enough, you were also not alone when you were born. You were born as a twin. Yes, you have a twin. Something else in which was hidden from you. You see, whereas your twin was found worthy of their existence within or amongst your real family, you, however, were not. So you were separated. And that's when a series of very evil, wicked, sinister things happened to you. It was during which time that you first experienced segregation amongst your own kind. But this too, you may not remember. Your real parents did not want you. They indeed desired to sell you. You were sold because you were born different. You were sold for being born a special way. At some point in time, after you were sold, there was various different things that happened, but I'm going to skip ahead quite a bit, or just a little bit, and then we're going to go back to explain how I got there. At some point in time, you encountered the government. Perhaps first the United Kingdom's government, and then the United States government. At which time you were implanted with a chip. This chip implantation was to keep track of you your entire life. This implant chip was also used to torture and attack you, track you, and trace you. You see, the United States government also put you under mind control as a child. The United States government also did very severe human experimentations on you throughout your life as well. This is the reason why you may not be able to remember everything that I am telling you on today. The United States government was also responsible for drugging and brainwashing you to make you forget what you endured, what you seen, and what you went through. For those of you who may feel like this reading resonates with you, you believe that you were born a specific month and a specific day. But as I started off telling you, your first nor last name, or middle name if you have that, are your real names. In fact, your entire existence was recreated. Your entire life has been a lie. Why do I say this? Because the date, the month, and the day that is on your birth certificate that you were taught, that you always thought your birthday to be, is not your actual birthday. However, whomever is resonating with this, you were born in the year that is on your birth certificate. For some of you, you may have been born in 1984. If you are resonating with this, that is the year, in fact, you were born. But the month and the day that it says that you were born is not true. Your real birthday is, in fact, May the 3rd. Remember what I said. Whatever your birthday, you believe your birthday to be, is false. Your real birthday is May the 3rd, 1984. You would be 38 years old today if you are resonating with this. For some of you whom are resonating with this, you may have been born in a different year, but the information is still the same. Your birth date is a lie. You were in fact born on May the 3rd. Okay? The date that is on your birth certificate that you believe to be your birth date is actually the day that you were placed with your fraudulent, fake, adopted family. That is not your birth date. So again, the date that you believe to be your real birth date is not your real birth date, but it is the date in which you were placed with your fraudulent, adopted family. Now, this would be the family that you currently know as your family. This is the only family you can remember you have ever known. Because remember, I told you, you have been experimented on, you have been mind controlled, you have been drugged, your memory was essentially erased. Kind of. It's still there. It's just deep down in your subconscious. You were 4 years old when you were placed with your fake, fraudulent family. You were placed with this fake, fraudulent family in 1988 when President Reagan was in office. Your real father's zodiac sign is Virgo. Your real mother's zodiac sun sign is Leo. Your real zodiac sun sign is Taurus. So considering the fact that you believe your birthday to be a different day, you probably think that you are a different zodiac sign, but you are. In fact, your real zodiac sun sign is Taurus. Your real father's zodiac sun sign is Virgo, and your real mother's zodiac sun sign is Leo. Your real parents are Satanists, Luciferian, devil worshippers, which makes it quite interesting as to why they wanted to get rid of you because you were born different, considering the fact that they worship Lucifer as their god, who was also naturally born a hermaphrodite. But obviously, that's ignorance on their part. Your real parents are high-ranking witches and warlocks. Your real mother casted a spell on you at birth. Thus is the reason why you have been cursed your entire life. If you think back over your life, no matter how hard you have tried, nothing has seemed to go right. You get in relationships, all seem well, all seem good, and it just shatters. It ends. And you're the one who is left alone time and time again, left to dust yourself off, pick up the pieces, put yourself back together, and stand alone on your own. Think back over your life. You tried really hard. You worked really hard. You get jobs, and you swear to do right, and you swear to work hard, and you swear that you're going to have good work ethic, but something always seems to go wrong. You probably haven't ever had much more than what the government provided. You have been in unfortunate poverty your entire life, and you were purposely kept there. If you have talent, skills, abilities, they were purposely looked over to prevent you from succeeding or progressing. They did not want you to be successful. They surely did not want you to be seen or heard or known, for fear of you realizing who you really were, or someone else realizing who you really were. Okay? If you think back over your life, tragic things has seemingly always happened. You end up used, abused, lied to, mistreated, neglected, bullied, talked about, ridiculed, judged, put down. You're probably an introvert. You've probably been a loner all your life. You've never had a real best friend. You never had family that loved you, that supported you, that uplifted you, that had your back. You never had anybody that put forth the effort to teach you anything. They didn't want you to know anything. Early on as a child, you were probably really, really smart, genius smart. But because of the mind control, because of the drugs, and because of the things that they did to you, they purposely tried to make you mentally ill. They purposely tried to make it seem as if you were slow, or if you were incompetent. Okay? They probably even tried to make it seem like what was called back then mentally retarded. Okay? They made you feel like you were not worthy your entire life. And this was part of your trauma. This is part of your purposeful abuse They never wanted you to be seen or heard or to become anything in life. They wanted to keep you brainwashed, dumbed down, under mind control, asleep, and blind to the truth. As of today, if you have gone through the dark night of the soul, if you have experienced an awakening, you may now be a targeted individual. From the moment that they realized that you were awakened, they began to attack you vigorously. You began being invaded, violated, stalked, harassed, bullied in all kinds of ways. You probably were put on the government's watch list as an extremist, especially if you are a truth teller and you began to speak out truth and clarity. People were purposely sent along your path to abuse you, to cheat on you, to lie to you, to watch you, to handle you. You may not know it, but there are several different times throughout your life where there were actual plots, plans, schemes to kill you, and they were not successful with doing so. They have been actively trying to take you out since you were a child. You're probably a loner to this day. You're probably in hermit mode. You're to yourself. You're by yourself. You may not have a lover. You may not have any friends. If you do, trust and believe me when I say they are ops, okay? They're the enemy. They have been assigned to you, placing your life on purpose, okay? And they have been paid to do so. They're part of some secret society of gang stalkers and sellouts and various different titles that they go by. Okay? This is what you are experiencing. You are also probably red listed, blacklisted, blackballed, okay? Prevented from making any substantial amount of income, blocked from getting employment. You go and apply for a job and they run your name. There's notations that comes up, red flags that come up on you not to hire you or something. Or if you do get some type of mediocre job, you're paid the least, and you're gang stalked and harassed on that job. You're bullied, you're mistreated, and situations are purposely set up to try to get you fired or something. And this has happened time and time again in your life. This is what you have experienced throughout your life. You are abused and assaulted by human traffickers. Remember when I told you that you were sold? Well, let me go back real quick and tell you. You were sold for more than one reason. You were sold, number one, because your parents did not want you. You were sold, number two, for the purposes of money and power and status and privilege. You were sold, number three, as a sex slave. You were sold as a child to be a child bride and a sex slave. Going back, during which time, when you were trafficked, you were abused, raped, assaulted, beat by your human traffickers. They severely injured you and they thought that they killed you. And they disposed of your body like rubbish and tossed you in a body of water where you likely drowned and lost consciousness. But I believe you endured some type of head trauma as well. So you were already blacked out, which is the reason they thought you were dead. So they disposed of you. These human traffickers were supposed to be trafficking you to a grown man who paid a lot of money for you to be his child bride and sex slave. You never made it to that man because the human traffickers were pleasure seekers. And because you were sold and being trafficked, they thought they have their run at you to use you and abuse you the way they wanted to. And they ended up injuring you so severely that they thought that they killed you. And they disposed of you in the body of water. You're alive today. So of course this means that miraculously you were found. And I say miraculously because a child that small, dumped in a big body of water, already unconscious, the odds are against you. You should have died. Many others probably would have. Perhaps you died for a time and you came back. You came back. You survived. So that is a miracle. A miracle from God. You have a purpose for being here. The government has been trying to kill you all of your life to keep you from knowing the very information that I am telling you now. As I told you, you were sold as a child bride sex slave, but you did not make it to the man who purchased you. And he paid a lot of money for you. This person was told that you were deceased while being trafficked to him. So this person did not get you, and they did not get their money back. So they were actually bamboozled and tricked out of a lot of money. Like I said, the traffickers disposed of your body and the water because they thought that they killed you. However, your real parents knew that you were alive all these years. Also, your real parents are wealthy. Yes, that's right. You've been stuck in unfortunate poverty all of your life, yet your real parents are wealthy. Your real parents are of a royal bloodline, which makes you, in fact, a royal. Your limp, unconscious body was found by fishermen when you were located. During which time is when a transition happened from one place to the next, and how you ended up within the United States. Okay? Spirit wants you to know, if you are very passionate today about the subject the topic or the ongoing problem of human sex trafficking, especially of children, that's because this happened to you. Spirit wants you to know that the reason why exposing human sex trafficking of kids is such a huge issue and of importance to you is because it's a part of your life purpose, because this happened to you. It is very interesting to know that over the years, while you suffered in unfortunate poverty, your wealthy, real parents sent monies to your fake family that you today know is your real family. That is not. They sent money for you, which never came to you. It was never used on you, and you never knew anything about it. No, that money was selfishly used for the ill wills and intent of your now captors, who is known as your supposed family, who is your fake, phony, fraudulent family, who never loved you in the first place. Yeah. See, that money only afforded your fake family a way out of the hood, projects, and into a middle class living situation. If you think back, over the years you may have heard stories of your grandparents and your supposed parents once living in the hood, in the projects, or being of very low class. But you don't recall being there. That's for a reason. Those persons today have nice homes and fairly clean middle class neighborhoods. They're not ultra rich or wealthy, but they're not in a position of poverty and poor either. They got those homes off of the back of you, off of your dime that was sent for you, yet was never used on you. No, your fake, phony, fraudulent family just used you for money, you see. All while you suffered. Nobody gave you nothing. Ever at all. They used you for their own ill will. They lied to you. They gaslit you. They betrayed you. And they backstabbed you. And they thought that was going to be, you were going to be their dirty little secret all of your life until they were successful with killing you. Your fake, phony, fraudulent family even has the audacity, with their greedy, materialistic asses, to have an insurance policy on you right now today. Hoping, wishing, and dreaming, praying on a lucky star, hanging off nothing but a wing and a prayer that you might die, and they can benefit from your life and your death. That's what they thought. Because they are actively, have still been trying to sacrifice you as of today. So when your real father died, the big secret is that your real father left you a very big inheritance. Yes, the same father who once sold you and willingly gave you up. The same father who knew all these years your tragic story and what happened to you, and had been sending monies to your fake family, whom didn't spend those monies on you, when he passed away, I suppose he passed away with such guilt that he left a big inheritance for you. And since your real father died, your real mother has been trying to prevent you from getting your inheritance. Not only that, your fake family, they know about this inheritance, and they are trying to steal it from you. They money hungry, devil worshiping, sold out, yes a massa, ass kissing, greedy, coward bastards is what they are. Yeah, your fake family, they know about this inheritance, and they're trying to steal it from you. Isn't it funny how you can endure such drama, such trauma, such heartache, such pain, such sorrow, misery, loss, disappointment in your life? You never had nothing and nobody. And these people, they don't want you to even have anything. They never even allowed you to succeed or progress on your own from your own hard work, from your own talent, skills, or abilities. But God damn it, they don't even want you to have anything that was left for you either. Because they never wanted you to know the truth anyway. That's the reason why they have been trying to blood sacrifice you all this time to keep you from getting your inheritance. That is also the reason why that they have been trying to force you to sell your soul to the devil and to sell out to the satanic powers that be. Yes, that is the reason why you have been targeted. That is the reason why, for the racist government, wealthy white satanic powers that be, trying to blood sacrifice you to keep you from getting your inheritance. And when that didn't work out, they tried to force you into submission, force you to sell your soul, force you to sell out unto them, to bow down and worship them. Sell your soul to the devil just for you to get your inheritance. That is the reason why the United States government is targeting you, gang stalking you, harassing you, illegally invading and violating you. It is the reason why the United States government has stripped you of your human rights, your civil rights, your constitutional rights, your privacy. You have endured cruel and unusual punishment, domestic terrorism, a hate crime, lewd and lascivious acts against you, intimidation tactics, torture, and all kinds of abuses. This is the reason why the satanic powers that be are targeting you. The truth shall set you free. They can try to deflect with their mind manipulation and their mind control and their intimidation tactics and try to make you out to be a bad person, try to make something out to be wrong with you, like you have done something wrong. They're only deflecting off the evil, wicked things that they have done to you. And they want to prevent you from knowing the truth, and they want to prevent you, rightful heir to your inheritance, that would skyrocket you out of unfortunate poverty that you have been stuck in your entire life because of them. That is the truth. The unspoken truth. The low down, dirty, cutthroat, and raw truth that they don't want to tell you. They can make it seem like you're not good enough, you're not wise enough, you're not strong enough, you're not tough enough. You're not beautiful enough. You're not skilled enough. They can make it seem like whatever they want to. But it's a lie and the truth ain't in it. And they know it. Because the real truth is, they don't want you to know the truth. And they don't want you to have what is rightfully yours. That is the real reason why you are being targeted to this very day. And let me tell you something else that is stranger than even fiction. The truth is stranger than fiction in itself. But if push came to shove, and if and when you got your inheritance, the white satanic racist powers that be were planning to blood sacrifice you anyway. Yeah, all of a sudden out the blue, after you got your inheritance, and you stepped into your position of privileged lady or privileged man, they would have some sellout, operative, weasel his way into your life to marry you, use you, abuse you, all for the efforts to steal your money and sacrifice you. Any of you come into any type of windfall of money or wealth, and all of a sudden it seems like your knight in shining armor has arrived to sweep you off your feet. You ask that fool where he been all your life, and you walk in the other direction, because it is the trick of the enemy. They are trying to sacrifice you. They are discriminating against you. They are racist and prejudiced towards you. This is why they hate you. This is why they're targeting you. And the sick, twisted tale of it all is you are even discriminated, racially profiled, belittled, even by your own kind. The real ones and the fake ones. The end. So we have here, guys, the overall energy of light. I want you to take a good close look at this card. Do you not see this body floating in this body of water? But do you see that the sun shineth down on you? You are the truth. You are the light. You are the Most High sun, and you are meant to shine bright. That's why your light disturbs the demons within the enemy. Remember when I told you that how you were attacked, how you were abused, and you were tossed aside like yesterday's garbage and thrown into a body of water? You see how many fingers she got up? This lets you know your age, that you were tossed in that water. This is truth and clarity as to what I am telling you. Spirit says, you are the light. And the light shineth from within you. The sun is the source of all life on earth. Remember I told you, your real sun sign is Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. The sun is the source of all life on earth. Without the sun, plants could not grow and humans would cease to exist. In the same way, You have a sun radiating from within your heart. Living your life through your heart's means acting on your passions, speaking your truth, and being your authentic self. No matter the people or circumstances surrounding you. Every time you compare yourself to someone else, diminish yourself, or ignore your needs to please others, a cloud forms around your heart, obscuring its pure, life-giving energy. Your dreams and desires are waiting patiently behind dark clouds that are preventing your heart from spreading light throughout your soul. Do not look to others to tell you who you should be. Only you can manifest the future you desire. Your heart will shine its guiding light outward, sending nourishment to the people, things and opportunities that will help you shine. Wealth, loving relationships, good health, and fulfilling jobs will all be yours. Your light is a beacon for all your hopes and dreams, drawing them in to you. You are the light. You are the Most High sunshine. The Most High wants you to shine bright. Sun, shine. You are my sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know just how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. We have the Tower card here. I told you something very catastrophic happened in your childhood. There was a shakeup of things, a sudden upheaval. Tragedy struck. The lightning and the thunder was at the top of the mountain as it roared. Something catastrophic suddenly happened to you. Even if you look at this card here, do you see how you are plummeting into this water? You were thrown. You were the light, and you were thrown into this body of water. The same body of water that you see here. Over the years, I just want to say really quick that even though if you are a feminine, you have masculine attributes or features. If you are a masculine resonating with this, then you have feminine attributes and features. Throughout your life, there has been signs and symbolisms all around you that you were unaware of, that you didn't understand, or that you did not see. Since you have been being used and abused as a pawn by not only the government, your real family, as well as your fake family, all your life, what you may not be aware of is both the government as well as the entertainment industry have made billions of dollars off of you and your life. They have been surveillancing you with the chip that was implanted within you your entire life. which is how they have come up with inventions that they seep directly from your mind, creations that was orchestrated within the industry, as well as law and legislature all around you. It may seem far-fetched, it may seem hard to believe, but it is matter-of-factly the truth. Now, one of those subliminal hidden messages that was around you that you either didn't see or didn't quite understand is that if you are a feminine, you may have been referred to as a man. You can go back and look at plenty of programming. They still do it unto this day, where you will see things that make reference to you being a man. If you are a feminine, you being a man. Okay. Hence what T means. A lot of people talk about T this and T that, and speak of, they use T as in talk, gossip, rumors, different things like that. But the T is for trans, as in gender. Okay. This definitely will resonate with you if you currently have the name or a name that begins with T. Now, remind you, this was your created name. This was not your real name that you were born with. Okay? So, going back to this tower, there was something very catastrophic that happened to you. And you remember me explaining to you in the story that after you endured something so traumatic, it caused you such pain. It caused you such hurt that you needed healing and recuperation. Do you see this person here? This person lay here on a slab looking dead. That was you after this tragedy occurred. And during which time that you were either unconscious or in a coma state, going through healing and recovery after they thought you were dead, you were actually, you came back alive, but you may have been in a coma for some time. You see the 4 here, 4 of swords. You were 4 years old. This is when a lot of things happened. You were chipped, implanted. That reconstruction surgery was done. Reassignment surgery was done. After which time you also went through the brainwashing and the mind control and the drugging to make you forget what had happened to you. See, because of this tragic situation that happened to you, when you were thrown overboard, I told you you was assaulted so severely, which is the reason why you needed the reconstruction surgery, to sew you back up, but also during which time the Dr. Evil performing its works on you also not only reconstructed your vaginal area, but reassigned you from your original form. You understand? We have the Hierophant here. This Hierophant energy is somebody in power, somebody in authority, somebody that holds organization, structure, leadership over other persons. This person could literally be an ordained minister, a pastor, a priest, a warlock, a witch, a spiritualist. This person could be into various different professions here. But you enduring such suffering was caused by this person. This person played a role in why you were sold in the first place, while you were being trafficked in the first place, while you were abused in the first place, why you experienced all of this. High priestess. Thus is the reason why this is secret knowledge, secret information, occultic knowledge that has been hidden from you your entire life. The satanic powers that be know this, both in the United Kingdom as well as the United States. They have kept this under strict lock and key. Thus is the reason that they were hell-bent and bound on keeping you blind to whom you really were. I also feel like whomever you are, you yourself may now be in this hierophant energy. You may be a spiritualist. You may be a healer, a teacher. You may do something where you heal and help others, speak others. You may be a high priestess. You know sacred information, sacred knowledge, which also is another reason why they attacked you so vigorously over the years the way they had. This is the reason why they never wanted you to succeed. To prevent you from being great. To prevent you from being a prophet. To prevent you from fulfilling any prophecies at all. To prevent you from being great. We have the Ten of Swords. Betrayal. You were ultimately betrayed. You were stabbed in the back by multiple persons and you were left for dead. Spirit is saying. You were betrayed by your real family, by your fake family, by governments. You have been betrayed by everyone that you have come into contact with. And if you look at this person, your body may have, you see the water over here, your body may have floated up on like land or shore or something here, okay? But you were betrayed. This catastrophic, tragic event that happened to you happened in the past. You could now be reflecting back on the past because of what I am telling you. Okay? But this happened in your past, in your childhood. Large amounts of money, a lot of money. Not only you are worth, but what was paid for you. Yet you have endured such suffering, such heartache, such pain, that you have been in need of, you were in need of recuperation, recovery, healing, after all of which you have endured. At the hands of some very sinister, evil, wicked persons. Spirit is saying this is the truth. That it is clarity. That if you are in this hierophant energy right now, you are awakened right now, Your third eye is open. You are a high priest or a high priestess. This truth will set you free. You are destined to speak this truth, to bring this clarity as to what was done to you. But this also talks about them wanting to keep this truth hidden. Thus is the reason why a lot of spell work was done on you as well. Witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, hexes, curses, spells, Santerias. There's various different levels of witchcraft and sorcery. You were vigorously attacked with all type of demonic energy. But Spirit is saying that you are now the magician, that you have all the tools that you need to manifest what it is that you want. See, these persons, they have held on to the truth and kept this truth and clarity secret and hidden amongst their cabal of demons and legions and Satanists and witches and warlocks. They manipulated the energy. They cast spells upon you to keep you bedridden essentially in darkness all throughout your life. But now you have the tools. You are the magician and you can manifest what you want in your life. See, this betrayal was all about money. You got the Ace of Coins here and the Nine of Coins here. You were hurt, assaulted, raped, sold, trafficked. Ain't no telling how much other torture you would have had to endure if you had actually made it to the person who purchased you as a child sex slave, a child bride. I don't even know how to understand how a full-grown man wants to marry a child that's not even developed. See, they ripped you to shreds, which is why they hurt you so severely, which is why you had to have that reconstruction surgeries. And see, while they were in there doing that, they just, with their devilish genius asses, decided they were going to do what they wanted to do with you since you was a nobody any damn way. So they decided to make you what they wanted to make you, to do to you what they wanted to do to you, because they figured you'd be blind and dumb all your life. And they kill you before you actually wake up and find out the truth. But here you are today. Large amounts of money is the reason for this betrayal that you have suffered, that you have endured. Okay? So let's clarify. This tragic situation that happened to you in the past here. We got told in labor here. You see how this girl here is in merely rags. Now you come from riches, but you were in rags. Treated like nothing. Toll and labor talks about hard work. You was worked hard as a child. in various different ways. You endured things as a slave and enslaved by your own kind that you should have never endured. The Four of Swords with the Ace of Coins. We have death here. Remember when I told you while you were being trafficked, you were assaulted so severely and injured that they thought that they killed you, which is why they threw you overboard. The coffin card. Spirit said you died for a time, but not for long. Because you came back. All their hard work and effort to destroy you was no match for the Creator, who said, damn it, you were destined. You have a purpose. You're supposed to be here. And you're going to die only when the Most High decides to call you home. It's not up to them. So you are yet alive today. You rose from the dead. After healing, recuperation, and recovery of trauma that was forced upon you. We have despair here that sits here on the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. This Hierophant here, perhaps your real father, has been in despair all this time about this truth and this clarity. You even as a Hierophant now could be in despair, finding out this truth and this clarity. Look at you. Sit here with nothing and nobody, with rags on. Blacklisted, blackballed, not hiring. They even refuse you employment. The bare necessities they do not want you to have. Despair. Because you are the truth. Because you are the light. Because your truth and your light would shake their very foundation. It would crumble, and all of Babylon and beyond would fall. So the wealthy men and women in power here, with their secrets, their hidden occultic knowledge, their sinister, satanic, masonic, and demonic approach to things, sits here on the high priestess and the magician. They buried they low down, dirty doings and what they done to you. And they thought they were going to keep those dirty little secrets hidden forever. Because they high and they mighty and they wealthy and they powerful and they privileged and they do what they want to do. Who are you? Unless they tell you that you are somebody. It's their outlook on things. So you were placed in a scroll of many and plenty other secret, hidden things that's done in the dark. And they work their magic to cover this disgusting scandal up. All for the love of money. Unexpected income. Sits here on the 10 of swords, the 9 of coins. You were betrayed by so many people, stabbed in the back, and nobody cared. Now, if you think about in the year in which you were born, within the United States, who was president at that time? You see, Ronald Reagan was president at that time. And you remember his wife was named Nancy. Oh, don't the first ladies always try to make themselves useful? Well, Miss Nancy Reagan, First Lady, she came up with something called No Child Left Behind. Well, that must have excluded you, because you were left behind time and time again while her husband was in office. And they knew about it. Oh yeah, this thing goes all the way up to presidential. They knew about it. You were betrayed by many, sabotaged and ruined by plenty. And still to this day, they have the audacity to desire you to have nothing when they owe you everything that you ain't never had. That was supposed to be, that is rightfully yours. The truth is stranger than fiction. You remember when I told you that you were sold as a child? As a child bride, sex slave. You have wife, wedding, and servant here. A servant is somebody who performs duties for money. A servant can also be seen as a slave. A servant, indeed, just might be a sex slave, a prostitute in today's term, a child, toddler, sold into sex slavery as a child bride. This was the fate that they set out for you. And they mad that the whore that they wanted you to be didn't quite come true. So we got service here on toil and labor. What is service? Toil and labor already talk about hard work. This is child labor here. What we talking about? Hard work, child labor here. Well, service talks about working for someone as well. Doing a job for someone as well. This is what was going on when this tragedy occurred. When you suffered so greatly at the hands of the enemy. Who did it? Spirit say pleasure seekers. There were 3 traffickers aboard a ship, perhaps. Responsible for trafficking you. But you see, these pleasure seekers, They do things for their own amusement, their own enjoyment, their own ill will, their own liking, their own pleasure, their own desire, their own benefit. You see, these here pleasure seekers, they freak nasty. They drunks, they crude, and they rude. And they figured they weight with you. But they was too tough and got too rough because they injured you severely. So much so that they thought that they killed you. Look how you laying here. Hurt. They threw you overboard and left you for dead. That's the reason why you got the coffin here. Threw you overboard and left you for dead. You wasn't found until later by fishermen. You wasn't found until later by fishermen where you were hospitalized. And all the other horrific things that happened to you occurred. So to clarify this Hierophant with this Ace of Swords and this despair here, we got a priest. Now this priest could obviously be an ordained minister, a spiritualist, somebody high-ranking in power that holds some type of organization or structure, leadership, mastership over others. Whoever this Hierophant is, that know this truth and this clarity about what you endured and what happened to you and what you went through, at some point felt some type of despair over this situation, over the truth and the clarity of this situation, you see. But these wealthy men and women here with their secrets and all, with the high priestess and their witchery and all, with the magician here, spirits say they foes. They the enemy. They ops, operatives. They low down, dirty, ruthless, nasty, soulless beings, wolves and snakes, intermingled about in the same swamp. They fake, phony, and fraudulent. They are not who they appear to be. I don't care how well they dress, what they got, what they possess, or how much they are worth. Spirits say they foes. Spirits say they're the enemy. They decided they were going to do with you what they might. Experiment on you. Drug you. Implant you. Mind control you. Brainwash you. They used you and abused you too. Tortured you for a while as well. Illegally invaded and violated you. While they smuggled you into the country. Consolation here. A consolation is some type of a counseling or comfort after a loss or disappointment here. This ultimate betrayal here. You remember I told you that the man who purchased you as a child bride, sex slave, he was bamboozled. You never made it to him. Not even after you were found and hospitalized for recovery and came back alive were you sent to him. You see the betrayal here. the double cross here, because then that's the other part of the secret, because these Americans, cons, you hear the cons in that, these Americans then decided, no, they gonna keep you, and they gonna do with you what they might. They're gonna use you for their own ill will. So see, you never made it to the person who purchased you as a child bride and paid all that money for you. Well, you see, the Americans, they went, at least I'm going to say the Americans involved in this situation here, you know, is with the human sex trafficking operation. To this day, there's anywhere from 500,000 to 800,000 children that go missing every 365 days. That's every year. Y'all don't say a word. You think that there would be riots and boycotts in the street. You think there'd be civil unrest. I don't understand how that many children can go missing every year, not every other year, not every decade, nothing, every year. And ain't nobody got a clue, huh? They got all these gadgets and all this damn technology, huh? $1 billion human trafficking business, but ain't nobody seen none, ain't nobody heard none, don't nobody know none. But they love prancing around the American people, acting like they so smart and they so illuminated and sophisticated and educated. They so well to do. They say they see all and they know all, but they don't happen to see or know any goddamn thing when children come up missing, do they? They smooth get a sudden case of amnesia, don't they? It's no wonder who's benefiting from the human sex trafficking operation and the sex trade in itself. Need I say more? The truth is stranger than fiction. Spirit say this is the truth. What I'm telling you is the truth. This tragedy is what actually occurred in your life. There was so much deception and envy that at some point these cowards unmasked themselves. You see him lifting this mask here, deception and envy over this situation of what happened. See, because really this has caused a problem for them. They either would have just rather you died, or they would have rather you been delivered to where you were supposed to be delivered to as the child bride, to who purchased you, and these other problems wouldn't exist. You would have never even known that you know, every possibility of any of these other things happening. See, if you had actually made it to the person who purchased you, you would have been there. Which means the attack wouldn't have happened. Which means you wouldn't have been thrown overboard. Which means you wouldn't have been injured and lost consciousness. Which means you would have never been found by those fishermen. Which means you would have never been hospitalized for recuperation and recovery and healing. Which means you would have never been in the access, the hands of the U.S. You see, thus that means there would have never been a reason for any fraudulent adoption. There would have never been a reason for any cover up. There would have never been a reason. You understand what I'm saying? Everything else that has taken place would not have been if you had either died or if you had actually made it to the person overseas who bought you as a child bride. So there's a lot of deception and envy around this situation, about this truth, about this clarity here, okay? This person here is somebody in authority. I told you, somebody high up in power, in authority here. That knows this truth, that knows this clarity here. The authorities know on various scales, on various levels, know this truth and clarity. So much so that what was once hidden has been brought to the what? The light. You are the light. You are now awakening, and you have awakened. Your third eye is opening. You are shining this light, and you are pissing off the demons within these people that has had this hidden and buried for so long. It's causing conflict and defeat amongst the enemy and the ops and your opponents and these wealthy men and women who are involved. See, they didn't try to deflect. This is the reason why they started targeting you and attacking you. This is the reason why they want to make you out to be the problem. You see, when they really been the problem from the jump. They want to make you out to be the problem. You out to be something to be wrong with you when it is them. Emotional loss here. Emotional loss. Conflict and defeat is a 5. Emotional loss is a 5 as well. 5, 5s, 10s, endings and completions here. Got another 10 here. Ultimate betrayal. Both of those 10s make up this 20 that you see here on this truth and this clarity card. They never wanted you to know. And you have experienced nothing but heartache and loss. Look at this card. Do you see this symbol here she is making? You were violated in more than one way. You were violated. You were performed on. You were altered. You were changed. You have experienced nothing but heartache, heartbreak, and loss. You see the head down. You see the 3. You see the 1 eye. You see the signs and the symbolisms. You understand what is going on here. How this beast system manipulated this situation. This is what's going on, y'all. You remember I told you that your real mother is a Virgo. No matter who, what sign, or excuse me. Your real father is a Virgo. No matter what sign, your fake parents, whatever zodiac sun sign they are, they was just a decoy. They was paid to be crisis actors. They was paid to play a role in your life. You understand? Your real father is a Virgo. Your real mother is a Leo. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have here the Page of Wands. This is a messenger card. You could be going to receive some type of messages, news, information, or communication. Some type of messenger could be coming to you from a fire sign. Who knows? It might be this fire sign Leo lying as mother that sold you and offered you up as a child sex slave bride. You know, that same Leo mother that never wanted you. That same Leo mother who cursed you from birth. That's your real mother, by the way. See, your fake mother been doing the same thing to you by orders, per orders. But see, they've been following the satanic powers that be. Whatever the satanic, see, they sellouts. Your fake family is. So they follow orders. They ain't nothing but puppets. They do what the satanic powers that be have told them to do, you see. That's how that works. Somebody's a messenger. Somebody's going to receive some type of messages or something here. There's going to be this, you could even be delivering some type of messages or something, or some type of messages are going to be delivered unto you, okay? But it's going to bring about a finalizing of something, a completion of something, an end of something. Why? Because of public recognition. Because of public recognition. Because something being publicly recognized about what is going on here. And the conflict, competition that it has caused. There's a lot of arguing, fussing, fighting, cussings, and disagreements and things that's going on behind the scenes about what has been publicly recognized that has happened to you. Also, in behind that, I feel like this communication is going to bring about some type of hope, wish, or dream for you. Because we have fortune at the bottom of, or excuse me, we have privileged lady first at the bottom of this deck here. So whether you're a privileged lady or you're a privileged man, you have always been privileged, even though you have never been treated like. You was born into wealth, and it was withheld from you. Fortunes worth of wealth. That could be what this messenger is about, what these messages is about. Because once again, Spirit says you are the light. You have light here twice. You're shining bright like the star that you are. We have here luck. There's some type of luck that is coming in for you. This this has Tai Chi here. This is my legendary ladies deck. Tai Chi here. This talks about luck. Do you see the blindfold that's been around your eyes for so long? Okay, but do you see all this light that still shines within you and through you here? You can see underneath that blindfold here, we have gratitude at the bottom of the deck as well. Okay, so let's see what messages, what other messages Spirit have for you all. Spirit, what other messages do I need to share with the collective about this reading? So we have here grounding. Spirit says go deep and explore your roots. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your life. Spirit wants you to keep going forward. Okay? Keep allowing your light to shine brightly. Bring truth and clarity to what you have endured in your life. For those of you whom may be resonating with this, okay? This Leo here, whoever, remember I told you, these people, well, I already told you that your real family is wealthy. They obviously had various professions, okay? But someone was a hierophant. Okay, so we have here Inanna energy. This is the queen of heaven and earth. I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. It's this energy here. Okay? This may be hard. For you all. Okay? We also have the mystic of peace at the bottom of the deck here. I am peace. When my mind is clear, the way is clear. Okay? So let's see, before we get into these last few messages, I want to see if, for some of you all, you have been blinded to the pain that you have endured. Some of you all were treated like you were fated to suffer. You have felt this way. Your entire life has been full of nothing but suffering at the hands of this Virgo and this Leo, who were your original parents. Felt as if you were fated to suffer, that you were cursed from birth, and you have suffered and endured your entire life. Atonement is at the bottom of the deck. Once again, this is like the Ten of Swords and the traditional tarot deck. You were betrayed. You were stabbed in the back by multiple people, time and time again, throughout your life. Okay? Spirit says this is the truth, that this is clarity. What I'm telling you. Okay? Okay, guys, let me check one more deck. You are an inspiration to others. Spirit wants you to know. You are to speak up and allow your voice to be heard. Your story is going to heal and help others. Once again, you see all of this light within you, around you. Okay? You are inspiration, Spirit is saying. And you have inner trust at the bottom of the deck. Trust yourself. Okay? Trust yourself. Okay, so we have here you had several messages that wanted to come out here, but the first one is visions. Okay? You could have been having visions. You see this mermaid? How, and she's in this, looks like this, for those of you who do not know, there are portals in water. Okay? Those of you who could remember parts of your past life and different things, this may trace back to other areas of your past. Okay, but you could have been having visions about some of the things that I have talked to you about. Okay, you could have visions of a time back during Atlantis. Okay, you could have visions all the way, you know, bits and pieces of what I've talked to you about here today. But Spirit says psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing out of body travel. Okay, you may have these talents, skills, and abilities. Okay, you have visions, psychic images, clairvoyance, seeing out of body travel, as do I. Okay? You also have here the return of Aphrodite. Okay? Once again, you see her in the light, in this water, intermerged with the light and water here. Okay, this speaks of the temple, birth of the goddess, guidance, goddess energy, and treating as sacred. Okay, you all may resonate with Aphrodite. Okay, you may want to look into that. The bottom of the deck, we have here the Selkie and her skin. Okay, this talks about you reclaiming your authenticity. Okay, reclaiming oneself, reclaiming your authentic being, your authentic self. After all this pain, this sorrow, this misery, the lies, the deception, the manipulation, reclaiming your true, authentic self. Not this fabricated, made up life that the satanic powers that be and evil doers have carved out for you. Okay? One more, guys, and we're going to get into the extra messages. I know this is a long reading, okay? But I needed to get all of this information to you all. Spirit wants you to, you are a princess. That's who you are. You are a princess. You're in your princess power. Okay? And you can be your own knight. Spirit wants you to know this. You are a princess. The universe is assisting you, is helping you at this time. Okay? Spirit, please give me clear and accurate messages. Is all of the information that I provided to the collective today the truth and the clarity that you have given me to share? Is all of the information... Hold on, guys. Let me rest my arm. I hate it when this thing is moving. I like it to be completely still. Spirit, please give me truth and clarity. Is all of the information that I shared here today truth and clarity based on the information that you have provided to me? That is a yes. Spirit, is there anything else besides the extra messages that I need to share? Is there anything else that I need to share with the collective? You see how it changed? Spirit says no. Okay, guys. So at this time, we're going to get into the closing messages. Okay? Curse from birth. Domestic terrorism. Human sex trafficking. Dirty detectives. You don't know my name. When your supposed mother has hurt, used, abused, neglected, betrayed, been disloyal, lied on you, and tried to kill you, is it possible to trust any other woman or being at all? Murder was the case in reverse, because they were not successful with murdering you in the past. Abuse, mentally, physically, emotionally, sexually, psychologically. Crooked government officials. Racism is real. Oppression. Lizard people, shapeshifters. Fake phony adoption. Can't miss something you've never had. Satanic cults. Social engineering. You've had no support your entire life. Trauma forced upon you. You sustained an injury as a child. Mark of the beast. Hidden childhood. Betrayal for the love of money. Lying politicians. Playing in dark magic. She and he is so cold-hearted, your real parents. Them folks ain't right. Somebody about to get locked up behind this situation and what was done to you by you exposing the truth. The sellouts are all around you. Neighbors, co-workers, family, lovers, friends, strangers, partners. Okay? They were all in on it. They all knew. The whole family in on it. Unfortunate poverty. That includes your fake family and your real family in on it. They don't care about us. Family secrets. Shh. Cult leaders. Intimidation tactics were used on you. Somebody playing with demons. They're dangerous. The enemy big mad. Heartache and pain. Underground pizza. ridicule and judgment. They tried to make you believe you were crazy when you wasn't. The higher ups pulling the strings of all the puppets. Somebody's mama is a hating ass bitch. Casting spells on you. Can't trust nobody. Betrayal, backstabbers, hate, envy, jealousy. The rabbit hole goes deep. Toxic family members. Black magic. They want to control you. Blood sacrifice. Low down and dirty shame. Fake phony Christians. Sick Satanists. Your entire family is in on the setup. That came out twice, which lets you know your fake family as well as your fraudulent your fake family and your real family. You were treated like a black sheep. You've experienced nothing but heartache and loss, but now they're experiencing heartache and loss over what they no longer have. You. Somebody's tampering with evidence. Police involvement. Treated like an orphan. Your sold out parents and government has been making money off you for years. You are a targeted individual and you have been one your entire life. Someone put a spell on you. Wealthy white privilege, abuse of power, and racist discrimination. Setup gone wrong. Invasion of privacy. Witch doctor. Manipulation. Con artist. Sneaky. Dark energy. Betrayed by lies and deceptions from family, from the church, from schools, from friends, from lovers, from the workforce, from strangers, from the world, government. Ops taking bribes. Corrupt cops. You've been abused all your life on purpose. It was a setup all along. Your mother allowed you to be humanly experimented on because she made a deal with the devil. They tell lies to the general public. Someone is mean and surly and hot-tempered. Family secrets. Deception. Moon magic. Sibling rivalry. Backroom deals. Devil worshippers. Organized crime. Satanic powers that be. Traitors. Ops. Stalkers, informants, low down and dirty, sellouts, savages, con artists, decepticons, agents. Ultimate betrayal for wealth, power, status, and privilege. Satanic sellouts. Wolves and snakes in sheep's clothing. Childhood trauma and drama. Family blockages. You can't trust your own family. There is something being hidden. Illegal harassment. Human experimentation. These clowns way too cocky. Family crime mob. Prostitution ring. Premeditated murder. Plots, plans, schemes set up. Liars, cheaters, thieves. Murderous mother. Powerful business moguls. A narcissist need help. Your mother set you up to hide what she did to you. Suffering in silence. Spies. Hackers, trackers, and whackers. Competing, conflicts, fighting, fussing, cussing, arguments, hating, and disagreements. So what's currently going on behind the scenes? CIA, FBI, government knows about you and what was done to you. Mother, murderous madness. A evil preacher. Conflicts and battles. That concludes this reading, guys. I do thank you all for listening and for watching. Welcome to my life. If you all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiff.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shinebrightlikeadiamond36 with an underscore between each word. For anyone who would like to donate to the channel, it is greatly, greatly appreciated. You can do so through Cash App, which is $tiffdiamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch the surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. The devil is in the details, guys. Spirits say evil is as evil does. These people are part of wicked satanic cults, witch covens, they're devil worshippers, they're witches, they're warlocks. This is elite, it's satanic powers that be behind this. Black magic, voodoo, secret society sellouts here. For those of you resonating with this message, spirits say, pray more, worry less, okay? Don't allow stress, sadness, depression, or anger to take over you, okay? Nor pain, sorrow, or heartbreak, anxiety, or loneliness, okay? Give it to God, okay? Don't let a temporary situation get you down, okay? Earth sign energy. Child sexing, human trafficking, prostitution, shipping, child abuse, satanic ritual abuse, sex trade, abductions, children in cages, porn, okay? Your identity was stolen, criminal activity, fraud, setup, insurance claims, sacrifice, okay? Whomever you are resonating with this, okay? Like I said, you could be someone who is a psychic, an empath, highly intuitive, a high priest or priestess, a healer, a light worker, a spiritualist, okay? And you have come into this truth and this clarity, or either I have provided it for you here, okay? You could also be a content creator on some type of platform here, okay? Spirit is telling you that you are a champion, okay? You are enchanting. You will have triumph, success, victory, okay? Rewards, accolades, even as well. Also, you need to know that there's a lot of spell work that's being done on you right now. A lot of dark arts is being used, okay, to try to blood sacrifice you. They are still actively doing rituals to try to blood sacrifice you through spell work here, okay? So be very careful of that here. Spirit is saying that you are an orphan, okay? You have no family, you have no friends, you're an introvert, you're a hermit, okay? You're a traffic victim, kidnapping victim, okay? You probably have trust issues, okay? You were stolen, okay? You say to yourself, you're all alone, okay? Spirit wanted you to know about this childhood trauma and the fact that you were sold. You've endured a lot of heartache and heartbreak, okay? Spirit is also wanting you to know to be careful whom you accept food, drinks, or gifts from, because it's cursed, okay? This could be spell work, poisons, drugs, druggings, or witchcraft here, okay? They had you placed under mind control. They're still doing government experimentation on you because you're still a targeted individual. They had you trained under some type of beta sex kitten programming, satanic ritual abuse, monarch programming, mind control, brainwashing tactics, okay? They're currently still using remote monitoring, neurolinguistic programming on you, okay? You're in hermit mode right now, so you could stay to yourself, and you're closed off from everything and everybody else, okay? You could be a lonely loner right now, okay? There's a lot of eyes on you here, okay? Haters giving you dirty looks, okay? They all up in your business, stalking you, staring at you, sending you the evil eye, okay? This is what's going on around you because you are a targeted individual here, okay? You could be also experiencing voice to skull, okay? Various different illegal technologies being done on you, directed energy, weapons, hacking, tracking, violations, invasions, discriminations, hatred, surveillance, harassment, stalking as well here, okay? You are a mother or a father yourself here, okay? But you're very supportive, loving, nurturing, okay? You're a loving mother or father. You're that is resonating with this. You're fun, creative, beautiful, outgoing, open-minded, free-spirited, caring, pretty, smart, a good listener, heart, and hardworking, okay? Spirit wants you to know that your feelings are valid. Remember, the greatest thing you'll ever learn is to just to love and to be loved in return, okay? Express yourself, speak up. You deserve to be heard. Your voice, your thoughts and opinions matter. Never let anyone mute you, okay? Say something. Express how you feel, okay? Yeah. There's a lot of things that's been going on behind your back in secret, which we already discussed. We already went through, okay? Just continue to love yourself, okay? There's a lot of things that's still in the works, that still is happening. A lot of things secret, hidden, being done in the dark behind your back here, okay? But with the World card here, there's going to be a finalizing of something. Something is going to come to an end here, okay? Spirit is saying, don't worry, okay? Continue to do what you love. Follow your dreams, okay? Stay true to yourself and your beliefs. You're somebody who's 100% real, okay? Your hopes, wishes, dreams, heart's desires, goals, passions, creativities, doing what you love, okay, could be coming true for you, okay? Also, I didn't tell you all in the story that you also witnessed gruesome murders of other young people, as well, which they tried to suppress your memory of as well, okay? There's some type of happiness. The sun is going to shine again, just like the sun you see here on this light card here. A lot of energy here, okay? Happiness, abundance, new beginnings, fulfillments, fresh starts coming through for you, okay? Spirit wants you to smile. At least try to smile, okay? Spirit is saying live in the moment and try to find happiness, even if everything isn't okay. Still smile through the pain, okay? Spirit wants you to know, we have here, I am enough, stand by me. You are worthy, you are beautiful, or you are handsome, okay? You deserve love, okay? You were specially created, and that's what Spirit wants you to know here, okay? You are very important, okay? And you are a good person, okay? They tried to keep all of these things hidden from you here. Some things are best kept secret. Don't ask, don't tell. See no evil, hear no evil, speak of no evil. People forced into silence, forced not to say a word here about this criminal activity, about the sneaky, freaky, creepy things that was done to you. All the ritualry, the secrets, the rituals, okay, the past, all of these things here, okay? But you are a high priestess, okay? And you know the truth. You know clarity. You're a high priest or a high priestess, and you're speaking truth. You're speaking your truth. You're speaking your clarity, okay? And that's all that matters, okay? Spirit, are there any closing messages? Yeah, you're shining a light on this. You're bringing truth and clarity, speaking truth and clarity about what's hidden, what's secret, what's done in the dark, behind the scenes, closed doors, here with the secret hidden treasure island, which talks about trafficking, shipping operations, okay? And a multitude of different things that ties into the human sex trafficking of children and the minors who are underground right now, locked in cages, okay? There are 500,000 to 800,000 children who are abducted every year. That's in the United States alone, okay? So imagine if that was calculated all over the world, okay? Spirit is saying that your energy introduces you before you even speak. You are naturally dope, okay? You're an activist, you're smart, you are a powerful person. You're outspoken and you're brave. Continue to speak up for yourself and for others, okay? Keep moving forward. Good things do take time, okay? Keep the faith. Don't give up on yourself or life, okay? Good things come to those who wait, and you have waited all your life. You've waited a long time, okay? Smile. Anything is possible. Try not to worry. Don't worry, okay? I could be speaking to a divine feminine, beautiful, fun, generous, glamorous, open-minded, free-spirited, strong-willed, creative, loving, outgoing, smart, fun, a good mother. If you have children, classy, affectionate, caring, okay? Spirit, are there any other messages? You're coming into some type of success here. Spirit wants you to continue to shine bright like a diamond here, okay? Show the world how worthy you are. Success is doing ordinary things extraordinarily well, okay? This could speak in the term of your creativity, your ability, your careers, your hobbies, your skills, your trade, okay? Your talents, even you as an artist. You are a superstar, okay? That's what you are. And Spirit wants you to continue to shine brightly. And we're going to close with the High Priestess energy here. Spirit is telling you to do something today that your future self will thank you for. Okay? Awaken the world. Healing others. Save or rescue someone. Make a difference. Help the less fortunate. Give back to your community, to society, to humanity. Okay? Teach and guide those in need. Make a stand for something great. I thank y'all for listening and watching. Hope my story inspired you, and for others that it resonated with, I hope this gave you the truth and clarity that you needed. Peace, love, and light. Namaste.